Okay, so it seems I forgot to record the hoe and also the code from the last video, which was just like 10 minutes ago for me. Here is what the cart logic looks like. Uh, just check if something enters the collision, if it is sellable, if it has product data holder. This is so you can get a reference to it to simplify the code. So you only have to get the reference once. If the being held is false, that's so you can't shove it in while you are holding it, because that would be potentially problematic for the code. Set the if it has a rigid body, then set that to being kinematic, and set the parent to this transform. For the pickup, I have replaced all this stuff with this. So do the ray casting as normal, yada yada, and I replaced all this stuff with this. It just sets a reference to the object. Then product data being held. It sets the product data to being held to true. That is a new variable I have added to product data so that so you can actually pull the crops out of the seed bag without having to worry about them just going back in immediately. Because that was happening for some reason. Then it checks if the object's parent exists. If it does, set it to have set the previous parent to that. If it is, if the previous parent or if the parent has seed bag logic, trigger the remove function on it, which I didn't really change much, just getting rid of this part. Then set the previous parent to null. If it is, if it has the cart logic script, set the previous parent to null so that it does not return to the cart. If the object does not have a parent, set previous parent to null just so it's not getting a missing or whatever, which would cause an error. Then set the parent to be the cursor and its position to be the cursor, or in this case vector 30, which is the local position of it to be the origin, and the origin of an object that is the child of another object is the parent object. So setting that to the cursor position. Then if it has a rigid body, set its rigid body to being kinematic. I don't think I'm going to add rigid bodies to things that would normally not be moving, aka kinematic. If I do, I'll worry about that later. Then there's the normal exceptions, which I didn't change. And then on the canceled, which this, by the way, is a input action callback thingy. That stuff is all in the started. So now we check if the object exists. If it does, and it has a product data thing, set that to false. Set the being held to false. Set its kinematic to false if it's got a rigid body, and then set it to the previous parent. One thing I will note, if it has a previous parent and one thing I will note, if that previous parent is, wait, hang on. Okay, I was just making sure I didn't talk about the scythe yet. Or, sorry, the hoe. Thought I did for a second. Okay, if the previous parent is null, it'll just set it to just being in the world with no parent. Then it clears the previous parent and object references. For this scroll, I have added this stuff So if you are pressing 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, it will do the following. Set rotation state to 1, 2, 3, or 0. If the rotation state is 0, it just does the normal thing. If it is 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, or 3, it will rotate about the X, Y, or Z axis. And key 5 just resets the rotation. Now I didn't do the hoe logic or show it off at all, which I forgot because, I mean, the reason I didn't was because I considered it not finished, but it's as finished as it's gonna get. The reason I considered it not finished was because it's got a weird bug that all the mining or all the terrain interaction scripts have, and I wanted to see if I could fix that beforehand. Yeah, this is how the hoe looks. The weird bug is the following. If you go in the other direction, it does that. Notice how it's not digging a trench, it's digging holes with the hoe instead of the shovel. It's not supposed to do this. That would explain why I was having issues with digging with the shovel. Well, partially. I mean, you can't really dig up with these things for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so here's what the animation looks like. Let me get to the animator. Yeah. Does dig hoe, and then hoe, or then it does a looping of down, and then it goes up if it is finished. It uses the terrain interactor. The terminal's so big, or the code editor is so big because I was trying to take screenshots of this, and then I realized it wouldn't, like, I wouldn't be able to put it in the video or whatever. It's too much. Yeah, so it play hoe dig hoe. It plays that. Sets hoe dig to true, which triggers this to happen. I need to let go. It says hoe dig to false, which triggers this to happen. I didn't need to have like a circumvent from here to here because this is just really short and it's basically just maintaining down. So yeah, let me show this. Okay. Let me get the bag out of the way. Okay, so we got this one. Yep. It only plays once though. And then it triggers this event, set the dig state to true. Oh. Yeah, okay, I think that's a void somewhere. Yeah, right above... yes, right here. Then hoe down. Hoe down triggers play clip loops to play looping sound effect that lasts for about this long. The sound effect is a it's one of those royalty-free sound effects, or sorry, it's one of those. It's like a combination of a bunch of sound effects that you don't have to like attribute to anyone, or like you can use in your project if you modify them. So I modified them. I mashed them together with some, I think it's brown noise to like smooth it out a bit. And yeah, this ends the clip. And then that will it plays a sound roughly akin to continuous digging in the dirt by a hoe, in my opinion. And then it sets dictate to false, and then make sure the sound effect ends. Here, this is the dig, or this is the going up. Yeah, I was. No, I already said that. Yeah, I don't know how to fix this issue. It seems to be something to do with the way it rounds on the axis. Like if you, in the terrain interactor script, there's a part where, like, considering that, or sorry, since you can never really be truly looking at a block, or sometimes you might miss, I guess, it rounds to the nearest block. I think that's why it does this. Though, it seems to be based on what direction you're facing. Because, like, if I go... Oh dear, I'm stuck. Shit. Like, if I go this way, it works just fine, but if I go... But if I go this way, it does not work just fine. It's really weird. Yeah. And I didn't make that whole system, so we've been here for 12 minutes? Wow. Okay, I didn't make the whole system, so I don't know how to fix it.